Today's video begins down a dead-end road in Lee, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Florida Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places. I am your host, Tampa J. Okay, I started a little spookier than normal. Just because it's the Halloween season. Have to, right? Alright, there's much ahead. We're a little under the element today. Some rain. And I'm not the only one back here. But at the end of this road is an old abandoned bridge. Now this looks pretty awesome. Look at that bridge. This bridge crosses the Suwannee River and is known as the Hillman Bridge. Now you can walk across it, you can even ride a bike across it, but there are no vehicles allowed to cross this bridge. You can already tell we have a lot of vandalism on this bridge, starting with the gate. A lot of graffiti. We're gonna walk our way slowly across this bridge and see what we can see from it. Talk a little more about it. Mother Nature has taken its toll upon the steel. Look at that. And rusting away right here in this North Florida forest across the Suwannee. Actually, we are on the edge the Suwannee River State Park. I'm about a quarter of the way across the bridge. I wanted to turn around and look back. You can kind of make out my car back there beyond the gate. You can check out the foliage growing over the steel trusses up there. At first I was a little disappointed that it was raining today, but now I'm kind of enjoying it. Kind of adds to the mood. Old rusty and supposedly an old rusty haunted bridge. Now this is obviously the old bridge, and over there that's the newest bridge for cars to pass over the Suwannee River. There's a boat about to cross under this bridge, crossing over that one right now. Feels nice out here too. The temperature's a lot cooler than the Bay Area, or at least it is right now. Cooler than it has been the past couple days. The rain's brought in the fall weather. I can feel it in the air. Feels nice out here. Looks like a lot of people come out here just to hang out and have fun. A lot of kids probably. A lot of graffiti on the wall. Some positive, some negative. Here's something positive I can share with you. Alyssa loves Dave. And they were here in 2020. Let's check that out. And out there it looks like a railway bridge. Looks like the train crosses over the Suwannee out there. I don't know if that's an active bridge or not, but it definitely is either equal to or greater in age than this bridge. Just by looking at it, I can tell that. I was reading all kinds of folklore and legends about this bridge as far as ghosts. One specifically about a demonic hitchhiker that can be seen roaming around during the day and night out here. Perhaps he got ran over or fell off the bridge many, many years ago, and his soul still remains, or his ghost still remains. So I'm going to be quiet for a second. See if we can hear the hitchhiker. Set my umbrella down. Maybe give a thumbs up like a hitchhiker would do. Hello? Anyone out here? Hitchhiking ghost. Don't hear anything. I did hear a lot of birds pick up in the background. A lot of crowing as I was telling that story. Could that be the hitchhiking ghost trying to get our attention? Maybe. Maybe not. Did my umbrella just move? I love how rustic and eerie this bridge is. Mother Nature just taking it over. I wouldn't want to fall from this angle. Actually, I wouldn't want to fall from any angle. We're about 100 feet up, almost to the other side of the bridge. You can make out on the road there, right there at the bottom, all you need is love. Love is all you need. One of my favorite Beatles songs. And if you look way down there, you can tell that I'm at the far end now on the other side of Hillman Bridge. Now I came over here because there's a historic marker over here, a placard, and I wanted to read its history in front of some of these old concrete pillars that look like they were at some point a part of this bridge. It's this marker, the town of Ellaville. I'll give you the cliff notes, but if you take a screenshot, it'll last longer. Closely related to the career of George F. Drew, this is the former site of the sawmill and manufacturing complex of Ellaville, established by Governor Drew in the 1860s. The Ellaville Mill was an old yellow pine tree mill, and the town ceased to exist after the decline of the industry, and it was nearly gone after 1900, and after the post office closed in 1942, the town was gone. I am now down the hill. You can make out the sign up there, and there's some old picnic tables out here to be really old, and a pathway that leads this way, and that heads straight down to the river. Found the remains of what looks to be an old barbecue. Perhaps this was like a camping spot in the old park. Just kind of sitting out here, an old chimney and fireplace. A little further down the trail, this giant live oak tree and another old concrete picnic table. That's pretty cool, just sitting down here. It'd be a nice place for a picnic. I just wanted to point out the size of this trunk to this pine tree. It's pretty big. We don't have pine trees this big around down in Tampa. It's pretty tall too. Here's the trunk again to the right. Notice in the background you can make out the Hillman Bridge, the concrete portion of it. And this might be my favorite picnic table of them all so far, sitting here on the north bank of the Suwannee River with a view of the Hillman Bridge there in the background. That's very awesome. Standing on the bench of the picnic table, you can look down to the river. Look at that, nice view up here. Nice steady rain. If it was raining a little bit harder, I probably wouldn't be out here, but it's not too bad. Again, very soothing. Look at that view. About halfway down, there's a landing down there. I'm gonna climb down there and see if I can get a better view of the bridge. And look at that. Now there's the big picture of the Hillman Bridge. You can also make out the new bridge behind it. As we just learned, that is Route 90. Lately, I've been making a lot of Halloween haunt videos that have been taking place at night. So my sleep schedule is a little off. I get out here a little late today, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I took my time to come up here to this part of Florida and just kind of making this video as I go, kind of just going with the flow, so to speak. It's relaxing. It's super relaxing. I'm glad you're here watching with me, and we can share this tranquility out here, this awesome view, Suwannee River. I'm just gonna be quiet for a second so you can just watch the river. How about that? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now. Well, it's time to get back on the road. Much more attractions and abandoned places ahead. There's a certain mood today, a sort of theming, a vibe. I don't think the rain's going to let up, but neither are we. We're gonna keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to downtown Lee, Florida. The town that time forgot. It looks that if every building is either vacant or abandoned. Let's take a walk. I think this is the only store that has stuff inside its windows, and it's closed. It looks like an antique store. And there's an old sign up on the side there. It says Harry F.A. maybe P.A. The old name of the building or family that perhaps once owned it. Oh, it's Cherry. Look at the sign down to the left. The C's missing. Cherry Farms Incorporated. This old building sits right across the street. Wayne Feeds. Looks like an old feed store, possibly for the local farmers around here. From this angle, you can confirm that it's sitting abandoned. There's nothing going on inside those doors. I wonder if I can see anything from those windows. If there were any steps here once, they're long gone. I'm gonna have to give it a hop, skip, and a jump. And I made my way up. These must be some of the original doors, huh? See if we can see in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Sitting abandoned, not entirely vacant. There it looks like there's an old counter there. There's no glass in these windows, just chicken wire. So there's the old Wayne feed store of Lee, Florida. And right next door to Wayne Feed, this old house. Can't tell if it's abandoned, but it sure does look like it. Could definitely use some repairs there. The elements are just eating at it. Mother Nature taking its toll. And here's the front of that building. It looks like it used to be an old store or restaurant. There's a sign on the side over there that says entrance on the other side, but this sits right here in the heart of downtown Lee. I'd say this is my favorite of them so far. Look at the ivy growing up the brick there. Just kind of fading away into the forest. Just the facade left. It looks like the door is open. KRT Enterprises, Furniture and Appliances. Well, there you go. Farm Road in Lee, Florida. And this sits on Farm Road, which Farm Road sits along the railroad tracks. There's a couple other buildings behind me we'll take a look at, but I just wanted to put things to better perspective walking inside here. Hello? Looks like this is the actual front of the store. This is just an awning that we're underneath. Let's see if we can see through the windows. Oh yeah. Oh, there's an old refrigerator. Mattress. Looks like some appliances back there. You can tell this building's really old. Look at the wood ceiling. Let's see what we can see in this window. A little darker over here. Oh yeah, appliances. Look at that. Definitely was an appliance shop. That's for sure. There's the back door back there. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. Wow. It's very cool though. Look at the old ceiling fan. And look, King Edward cigars. That's a relic right there. All right, let's get out of here. I am in the center of Lee, right here at the railroad tracks. Just like you see in most old Florida or southern towns, there's always a railroad running right through the center of it. That was how people got to where they needed to go back then. Normally, when you see railroad tracks go through a small town like this, you can tell its age. It doesn't happen. They don't design them like that anymore. This old building's in pretty good shape. It says David Joseph. I wonder if that's some kind of law firm. If that's David Joseph or maybe two last names, David and Joseph's. Kind of looks like an old post office. That railing there. Another old building sitting over here across from the train tracks. I'm making my way back towards my car. I'm just gonna pan over. As you can see, the rain is picking up, so I'm gonna get back to the car. But very cool to be in downtown Lee, Florida. Never knew it existed until today. Just had to stop and check it out. Just noticed the size of the tree I parked beside. Oh my gosh, look at that trunk. That has to be hundreds of years old. Old live oak tree, and there's several of them behind them that I would have been shocked to see as well. Those are huge too, but not as big as this bad boy right here. Wow. It's a big tree. The rain is picking up, but we're still going. Still gonna make this video. Still hanging out, aren't we? Hope you're having fun out there. Turn down this old road. Champagne Road. Oh wow, it's dirt.
Northwest 95th Street for 1 mile.
All right, I'm gonna see. Can't afford to get stuck out here. I don't know if anyone knows I'm back here. Seems okay. If it gets soft, I'm gonna have to turn around. All right, I'm gonna call it. I was gonna head down there and see what I could find, but no cell signal. and the road just keeps getting muddier and muddier. The worst thing that could happen to me is getting stuck back there, not being able to call for help, and I might not ever see anyone back here. I'll have to come back to this road though, someday. Tiny little 16-point turns it seems like, so I stay in the middle. Oh gosh, gotta be careful. Someone could be coming around that corner, I gotta hurry. And this is the moment where I really miss my SUV and four-wheel drive. Oh man, if I didn't drive so much, I wouldn't need a fuel-efficient car. I drive far and I drive a lot. During the week to work and on the weekends, I put a lot of miles on this car. So it's not really feasible. It's not in my budget to have a big gas guzzler right now. Maybe one day I can get another car where I can do off-road adventures in the rain. Normally I think I would have made it down that road though. I admit it, I'm too scared to go down that road. I don't want to get stuck out in the middle of nowhere. But I'll have to come back because there was something down that road I really wanted to see. I just realized how far north I am and almost to Tallahassee. Look, I'm only like 50 miles. I think this is going to be the furthest I go north this weekend. I got to start heading back south. Got to get back to work in a couple days. I was making my way west along Highway 90 still. We've come into Greenville, Florida, another old railway town. I'm standing in what appears to be a downtown stretch of buildings. These old vacant and abandoned buildings. Check it out. This one over here looks like the second story door is wide open. Looks like it's open. Not much going on in downtown Greenville, Florida right now. There's a barking dog behind me across the railroad tracks though. It looks like an old general store or hardware store back there. But there is something down this road over here I want to see in this park. Back that way. Rolling down the window so you can take a better look as I slowly pass by these buildings. On the way to this park down here. Looks like pretty much every building was vacant. Although it's a bit overcast, we still have plenty of daylight. The park closes after dark. This placard welcomes us to Hefe Hayes. I probably butchered that first name. I've never seen it before. Hefe? Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Pronounce it if you can. Hefe Hayes Park. I came to this park to check out a statue, and I can see it from here. We're almost there. Now there are several of you watching who have already figured out whose statue that is over there. I'm going to take a slow approach though. Notice the Greenville water tower there in the background. We're going to check out that placard and then the statue. The musical genius known to the world as Ray Charles was a native son of Greenville and known to his childhood playmates simply as RC. Ladies and gentlemen, the statue of Ray Charles in his hometown of Greenville, Florida sits right here in the park. Check out the piano bench he's on. Some flowers on there. It's heavily detailed. Looks almost real, and there's the kind of a floating keyboard there to represent the piano. Your imagination kind of fills in the blanks there. Ray Charles just singing away right here in his hometown. Very cool. Now, I really enjoyed the movie Ray, where Jamie Foxx portrayed Ray Charles. I thought he did a great job, and you know, it gave some insight to the life of Ray Charles, his legacy, and all the struggles he faced, and just how talented he was, and awesome of a keyboard player or piano player, and what he had to deal with being blind, you know, his whole life. And this is a cool statue. He's looking north towards Georgia even. One of my favorite songs by him, Georgia on My Mind. I always remember that Pepsi commercial that he was in when I was a kid. I enjoyed seeing those commercials. Ray was 15 when his mother died, and he was on his own. He began to travel and exhibit his musical talents The rest, as they say, is history. Over the years, Ray returned to his hometown from time to time, referring to it affectionately as Greenville. And he lived all over the state of Florida. And at one time, he lived in Tampa. He actually, before that, lived in Orlando, and then he moved to Tampa briefly. And it is said, and I know where it's at, it is said that's where Ray really began his musical career. Actually, his first public performance was in downtown Tampa. And I know where that spot is. I look forward to showing you where that spot was, where Ray Charles first performed. But this is where he grew up, right here in Greenville, or in Greensville, as we learned that Ray Charles called it. This life-size bronze likeness of Ray Charles at the keyboard was created by Bronze by Cooley and stands at permanent memorial to the legend of the musician. Notice across from the park, there's a restaurant called Charles Kitchen. Not open right now, but it says it's opening Thursday. Fish dinners. Call before you order. That's awesome. I would say it's safe to bet that it's named after Ray Charles. Thanks for joining me, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up. If you saw anything you liked today, or want to comment about something that I may have forgot or didn't say, or you just want to have a casual conversation, we can do that below in the comment section. But thanks for joining me, guys. Welcome back to Old Florida here on Roadside Attractions and Abandoned Places. I'll see you next time here on this channel, the Tampa J YouTube channel. You never know where we might go or what we might do. We might hit up a local Florida Halloween attraction. We might hit the road, the theme parks, or some filming locations. I like doing all kinds of things. I like to keep it different, unique, and I like to mix it up. So I appreciate all who watch and join me for every episode. And thanks, guys. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Gotta hit the road. Gotta get back to Tampa, back to the regular 9 to 5-er. Unfortunately, I'd give anything to do this every day. This would be fun. Hang out with you guys. Just roam around North Florida and make videos. That is the dream. But anyways, see you later. I gotta end it. Bye, guys. Have fun out there. Be safe. I'll see you later. There is much ahead.